Well, everyone, iOS 26.2 has officially came out. And the thing I can tell you about this particular update is that even though it looks super amazing, it looks super shiny, I think is the best way to describe it, I don't know if this is necessarily the update I would recommend every single person to install. And what I mean by that is that for a majority of people out there, iOS 26.2 isn't really looking to me like that number one update that I would recommend people to install. And I'm seeing a lot of people actually go through and recommend going from iOS 18 to install iOS 26.2. And I don't really think that is the way I would recommend looking at it. I genuinely do think in a majority of ways, it probably makes a lot more sense for the average everyday person to stick on iOS 18 rather than going through and updating and upgrading to iOS 26.2. The main reason for this and the reason why I still feel like this is because within iOS 26.2, there are random glitches and random problems that a lot of people are still having. So there's still a lot of glitches going on. There's still lots of little tiny issues here and there. And I think for the everyday average person, it just doesn't really make too much sense for me to recommend to go through and install iOS 26.2. I think there are still a lot more things to do, a lot more things to, install rather than that. And that's why I look at something like iOS 26.2 as being a good upgrade. It has a lot of stuff going for it. But for me personally, it does make a lot more sense to go through and install something like iOS 18.7.3. So even though it might look like it's a really good update and has a lot of things going for it, it is a great update, but I do think it makes probably more sense overall to install something like iOS, 18.7.3. So from that side, that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.